Give me 7 minutes of your time and I'll force you to lock in. At the end of this video, you'll have no choice but to start working towards your goals. Like your life depends on it, because it does. Your life does depend on whether or not you take action, whether or not you take those steps towards your goals, towards your dream life. Because I can't sit here and say that I don't have a dream life. I do. You have a dream life. We all have dreams. We all have ambitions and things we want to achieve. So it's just about taking the steps towards those goals. You have a mountain you want to climb. The mountain doesn't start at the top. It starts at the bottom, and then you take those steps every single day and you work towards that state. You work towards becoming the person who has those things. So when it comes to locking in, realize that you have time. You have so much fucking time. We all have so much time. You don't even realize, and you can't even comprehend how much time you're wasting throughout the day. I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself too. I did an analysis on my life and the way I spend my time. I thought I didn't have time. I just looked at every single thing that I was doing in my day, and I realized most of those things were completely unnecessary. Like, I could eliminate those things and nothing would happen. My life would become 100 times better. So it's about finding those things, those redundant tasks, and just throwing them out the window. You know, this is a bad example, but your phone, if your phone is always next to you and just keeps ringing and you just keep taking it and grabbing it, because you need 15 minutes of uninterrupted work to enter the flow state. So if you're just every 5 minutes, you're just getting distracted by your phone because it rings and it buzzes, then how are you ever going to get meaningful work done? You got to lock in. You got to cut out the distractions. You need to, if you want to succeed, there's a really nice quote that goes like this. If you want to succeed, then just remove everything that prevents it. You want to succeed, remove everything that prevents it. You want to be focused, remove everything that prevents it, which is distractions, which is the things that your phone, your notifications, your YouTube home feed, whatever, you know, whatever thing like buzzes and rings and distracts you like that. That is something that has to go. You got to eliminate these distractions. When you can eliminate distractions, you can achieve any amount of focus you want. You can lock in for 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. You can have deep work. A really good book that you have to read is Deep Work by, I think it's Cal Newport, if I'm saying that correctly. It just cuts down to this. We have way more time than we think. There's so many more distractions that are taking us off our grind, our path, and our ability to focus. And if we can just eliminate distractions, if we can just say, okay, I'm gonna lock in, bro. Like, I have these goals and it just hurts me so much to know that I'm not taking action towards these goals. Like, I was dreaming for so long. My whole life I've been a dreamer, and I wanted to become a professional, YouTuber. I wanted to make money from YouTube. I wanted to live on my own terms, become financially independent, become a millionaire, become famous, inspire a lot of people, give TED Talks, give these motivational speeches for 1,000 people, public speaking, sales, negotiation, marketing, business, all of these things that inspire me. And I was watching all these videos of these people who succeeded, these people who just had these goals and these dreams. And it hurt me so much when I would just watch these videos again and again and not see the results I want and not take action. Not taking action while being so emotionally invested in an outcome is going to make you feel so terrible that eventually you're going to take action. That is why consuming content is really good. Because if you consume content about business, it doesn't matter if you don't take action, because you're going to eventually get so emotionally connected to the act of starting a business that eventually you're just going to have this inclination to start taking steps and start taking action. If you watch videos about millionaires and how they live and you're just so invested in that life and you just want those things so bad, doesn't matter if you don't take action now, you will. Because you're creating this environment where you're almost manifesting your dream life. You're almost manifesting the things you want. And part of it is learning how to align your thinking with your actions. So there's this equation that goes like this: thoughts plus action equals manifesting. If you have both of them, that's when you have the complete equation. If you have just one and not the other, if you just have thinking and you're just thinking all the time without taking action, then you don't have an outlet through which your dreams can manifest and become a reality. If it's the other way around, if you have action without thinking, eventually there's going to be dead action, which means action without passion. And this action that is so devoid of emotion is not going to lead to obsession. And obsession leads to actually fulfilling yourself and achieving greatness and mastering your craft, mastering your skill. So it's about realizing that you need thoughts and action together. You need to detach and also be completely obsessed. You need to have everything in equal and opposite amounts. So locking in is, I'm just going to say it comes down to this one thing. I've been on self-improvement for 4 or 5 years, reading books. I have these books in front of me just to show you. The 4-Hour Workweek, Dot-Com Secrets, A New Earth, Essentialism. I have hundreds and thousands of books, bro. And I've been reading for such a long time. I've been journaling, and I've struggled for such a long time as well. I was always lacking. I was always going back to these bad habits and going back to these things. And it just frustrated me so much, because when I don't take action, I just get this fire that is lit beneath me that is just compelling me to go and take action. There's a time, it takes me maximum 1 day of procrastinating and going on my phone too much before I snap out of it and I realize that, damn, you gotta lock in, bro. Like, your entire generation is counting on you. Every single person that was your father, your forefather, your great-great-great-grandfather, and all of his generations before him, these guys are literally, they sacrificed their entire lives to prolong the next generation. And you're sitting here, you're doing nothing, you're wasting time, you're on your phone scrolling TikTok, Instagram. When I put things into frame like that, it just makes me realize how much of a waste I'm being. Because we all want things, we all have these ambitions and these dreams. So it's all about coming to terms with the things you can do, the things you can, it's not about the result. It's about just like, what action can I do right now in the next 10 minutes? You can't be a millionaire in the next 5 minutes unless you do something completely, something that isn't legal. But you can write down your goals in the next 5 minutes. You can open your journal, you can read a book, you can open a Google Docs and type the 5 of the clients that you want to outreach to if you're starting a business. Like, there are things you can do right now in the next 5-10 minutes. And those are the things that are going to eventually lead to step after another thing you're going to discover. And then eventually you're going to go down this path where you have no choice but to succeed. So it's about taking these small actions that you can take right now. You can literally choose and decide to do this right now, to put your foot in the door and just get started, because it's not going to be easy. It's not going to, you can't wait to start. You got to start and then wait, because you need that extra time. You need those ideas to come flowing in. So just start, just start, and you're going to be so happy and glad that you did.